These are 7 daily habits that not every senior knows, but the ones who do live healthier, happier, and stronger every single day. If you practice them, your home won't just look better. It will feel lighter, and your life will feel more alive. In just a few minutes, you'll discover the secret routines that bring peace, joy, and energy back into daily life. But before we dive in, tell me in the comments, where are you watching from right now? 1. They never leave a room empty-handed. There is a quiet elegance in the way some older adults move through their homes. They don't rush. They don't multitask. But they carry with them a kind of wisdom, one that keeps their homes effortlessly clean without ever seeming like they're trying. And one of their most powerful secrets. They never leave a room empty-handed. It may seem like a small thing, but in truth, it's a quiet revolution. Let me explain. Imagine this. You finish your tea in the living room and get up to head to the kitchen. Instead of leaving the cup on the side table, you bring it with you. On the way to the bedroom, you notice a folded towel that belongs in the linen closet, so you take it with you. These moments take seconds, but over time, they change everything. This habit is not about cleaning. It's about flow. It's about gently guiding each item back to its home, one thoughtful step at a time. Take Alice, for example. At 72, she lives in a modest one-story house filled with light and calm. Her secret? I just take one thing with me, she says with a soft smile. Every time I leave a room, I return something to its place. That's it. She doesn't wait for things to pile up. She doesn't need a checklist or a Saturday cleaning spree. She simply stays present in her movement, and because of that, clutter never gets a chance to build. This habit offers something even more valuable than a clean room. It gives you a sense of control without stress. It allows you to care for your home without overexerting yourself. And over time, it creates a rhythm, a kind of dance between you and your space that brings both ease and a sense of pride. Especially for older adults, this practice can be a gift. It prevents overwhelming messes from forming. It removes the pressure of catching up, and it invites you to stay connected to your home, your energy, and your daily surroundings. One item, one moment, one step. It's not about doing more. It's about doing just enough, with intention. Try it today. The next time you leave the room, glance around. Is there one small thing you could bring with you? If so, take it. Not as a chore, but as a quiet way of saying, I'm here, I care. And slowly, your home will begin to reflect that care to you, not in perfection, but in peace. 2. They respect the 2-minute rule. There's a silent burden we all carry when we let small tasks linger. The dishes are in the sink, the coat was draped over a chair, the unopened envelope was sitting on the counter. At first, they seem harmless, but they whisper to us throughout the day, reminding us of what we haven't finished. That's why seniors who keep effortlessly tidy homes embrace a gentle but powerful rule. If it takes less than 2 minutes, do it now. You might think, what difference can 2 minutes make? But here's the truth. In a home, it makes all the difference. Let me tell you about Frank. He's 75 and lives alone, but his home always feels calm and uncluttered. When asked how he manages it, he simply said, I don't let things sit. If I can take care of it right then, I do. It sounds simple, because it is. Hang up your jacket as soon as you walk in. Put the spoon in the dishwasher, not the sink. Toss the junk mail instead of leaving it on the table. Wipe the mirror after brushing your teeth. None of these actions takes long. But when done consistently, they keep your home from ever feeling messy. More importantly, they free your mind. You no longer carry a running list of unfinished chores. You no longer feel that low hum of stress when you walk into a room and see what's been left behind. The 2-minute rule is not about rushing or perfection. It's about presence. It's about choosing to take gentle care of the moment you're in, rather than delaying it for a time that may never feel convenient. And here's something beautiful. The more you practice this habit, the lighter your home feels. The lighter you feel. Because you're not waiting for motivation, you're simply moving with intention. Try this today. Pick one task that's been waiting for your attention. A cup on the nightstand, a drawer left ajar, a piece of clothing on the back of a chair. Handle it right now, and feel the quiet satisfaction that follows. That's how it starts. That's how your home begins to breathe again. One soft, thoughtful moment at a time. 3. They reset their home before bed. There's something sacred about the quiet moments before sleep. The world slows down, the noise softens, and in that stillness, there is a powerful choice: to leave the day behind in chaos, or to restore your space for the morning to come gently. Seniors who live in calm, uncluttered homes understand this deeply. They reset their home before bed, not through deep cleaning, not with pressure or exhaustion, just with a few thoughtful gestures that prepare the home and the heart for rest. Think about how different your morning feels when you wake up to clear countertops, fluffed pillows, and a clean sink. There's no stress, no visual clutter pulling at your attention, just peace, readiness, a sense that today you are starting from a place of calm. Linda, 68, started this practice years ago after experiencing restless, anxious mornings. She told me, "I realized my day was already difficult before it even began, and it was because I woke up to yesterday's mess." Now, each night before bed, she walks through her home with care. She wipes the kitchen counters, puts away any leftovers, straightens the cushions, and turns off the lights one by one. It takes no more than 10 minutes. But the impact? It's immeasurable. This nightly reset is more than tidying. It's a message to your future self. You deserve a gentle beginning. It also serves as a kind of emotional closure. By taking a few minutes to put things in order, you're telling your mind and body that the day is complete, that you've done enough. It's time to rest. And perhaps the most beautiful part? When practiced with consistency, it becomes a ritual of self-respect, a habit not born out of duty, but out of love. So tonight, before you slip beneath the covers, ask yourself, what can I gently reset so that tomorrow feels lighter? Start with one corner, one table, one gesture of care. You'll be surprised how even the smallest acts can carry a sense of peace into your dreams and your morning. 4. They focus on the spaces they use most. Not every room in a home needs to be perfect. Not every corner needs to sparkle. Seniors with clean, peaceful homes understand a simple but profound truth. Focus on the spaces you live in most. It's a shift in mindset, from cleaning everything to caring deeply for what truly matters. Think about it. When someone visits your home, what do they see first? The entryway, the kitchen, the living room. These are the areas that carry the energy of your daily life. These are the spaces that either lift your mood or pull it down. Barbara, 74, used to feel overwhelmed trying to keep her entire house spotless. "I was chasing mess in rooms I barely used," she laughed. "Now I just make sure the places I live in feel good." Each morning, she wipes her kitchen counters, straightens the coffee table in the living room, and clears the hallway. She doesn't worry about the guest room or the upstairs closet unless she needs them. And the result? Her home feels welcoming, peaceful, alive. This habit isn't about doing less. It's about doing what matters most. Because when your main living spaces are clean, your mind feels clearer, your heart feels lighter. And even if there's a little mess behind closed doors, the home as a whole feels cared for. Especially as we age, our energy becomes more precious. We learn not to waste it chasing perfection. Instead, we invest it where it gives us peace. So take a look around your home. Which areas do you use the most? Which spots greet you every morning and comfort you every evening? Start there. Tend to them with love and intention, because a clean, cared-for space is not about quantity. It's about presence. And sometimes just a few transparent surfaces can change the way your entire home feels. 5. They embrace daily maintenance, not deep cleaning. There's a common myth that a clean home requires hours of scrubbing, organizing, and hard work. But those who keep their homes effortlessly tidy as they age know a wiser path. They don't wait for a mess to grow. They maintain it gently, every single day. This is not about spending all day with a mop or a vacuum. It's about small, steady care, woven into the rhythm of daily life. Jane, a 68-year-old former schoolteacher, once told me, "I used to wait until Saturday to clean everything, but by then, the mess had already worn me down." Now, instead of letting things pile up, she practices simple habits throughout the day. After breakfast, she wipes the counter. After folding clothes, she puts them away immediately. Before she sits down in the evening, she takes 5 minutes to tidy up the living room. It's not dramatic. It's not tiring. But it works. The truth is, messes don't happen all at once. It builds slowly, dish by dish, sock by sock, day by day. And when we meet it with gentle consistency, it never grows large enough to feel overwhelming. This approach also protects your energy. There's no pressure to block out half a day for cleaning. No stress of facing a home that feels out of control. Just a few thoughtful minutes here and there, enough to keep things in balance. More than anything, daily maintenance brings peace of mind. It creates a home that always feels ready to receive you. A home that says, "You belong here," instead of, "You have work to do." So today, try this. Instead of waiting for the weekend, give your space 5 minutes. Just 5. Wipe a surface, fold a blanket, sweep one area, then stop. You'll be surprised how much cleaner and calmer your home will feel without ever needing to break a sweat. 6. They involve the whole household. A truly peaceful home is rarely built by one person alone. Behind every tidy, welcoming space is often a quiet agreement, a shared sense of care. Seniors with clean, harmonious homes invite others to help keep it that way. They understand something significant. A home is a shared space, and when everyone contributes, the house feels lighter, warmer, and more balanced. George, 75, lives with his wife and their adult children. Every evening, they spend just 10 minutes together tidying up. One folds blankets, another wipes counters, and someone else puts away dishes. It's not about assigning chores. It's about creating a rhythm, a shared ritual of care. And beyond the cleanliness, something else happens. Connection. Each person feels responsible not just for their belongings, but for the comfort of the people around them. That's the heart of a true home. For those who live with family or caregivers, this habit can be transformative. It relieves pressure, it prevents resentment, and it teaches the value of contribution, no matter how small. Even in homes where only 2 people live, this practice brings harmony. It may be a spouse who helps with laundry, a grandchild who puts away toys, or a caregiver who joins in a short nightly reset. The point isn't perfection. It's participation. When we let others be part of the care, we also invite them to share in the pride and peace that comes with it. If you've been carrying the weight of maintaining your home alone, consider this an invitation to gently ask for support, not as a demand, but as a shared intention. Let's take care of this space together. Let's create peace we can all enjoy. Because when a home is loved by all who live in it, it becomes more than tidy. It becomes a sanctuary. 7. They treat their home like a living companion. For many seniors who have kept their homes clean, warm, and welcoming over the years, there's something more going on than just habit. It's not just about routines or responsibility. It's about a relationship. They treat their home not as an object, but as a living companion. They listen to its quiet signals. They notice when a space feels neglected. They respond with care, not urgency. And they give attention not just to keep it clean, but to keep it alive. Because a home, after all, is more than walls and furniture. It holds your memories, your laughter, your stillness. It carries the scent of morning coffee, the light of late afternoon, the echoes of old songs, and soft prayers. And when you treat it with dignity, it offers you peace in return. Let me tell you about Elaine. She's 78 and lives alone now, after her husband passed a few years ago. But her home doesn't feel empty. It feels loved. Every day she opens the windows and lets the breeze in. She dusts the old photographs not out of obligation, but reverence. She makes her bed not because anyone will see it, but because she believes her space deserves respect and dignity. "I talk to my home sometimes," she once told me. "I thank it for keeping me safe." That's what this final habit is about. It's not about cleaning. It's about connection. When you start to see your home as something you care about, not just for, everything changes. You stop cleaning as a chore. You begin tending to it as a ritual, as a form of love, for the space that has carried you through joy and sorrow, youth and age. And in return, your home becomes a place that supports your healing, a place that honors your journey, a place that, even in silence, says back to you, "You are home. You are safe." So the next time you fold a blanket, sweep a floor, or wash a dish, pause. Breathe. Feel the moment. Speak kindly to your space. It's been there with you through it all. And it's still here, offering you its quiet, steady presence. A clean home. A clear heart. So now you know. The most peaceful homes are not created through hard work or grand efforts. They are shaped through small, thoughtful habits, woven gently into everyday life. What if peace wasn't something we had to chase, but something we could quietly create, one simple choice at a time? The truth behind these 7 habits is not about cleaning at all. It's about dignity, presence, and love. Seniors who keep their homes effortlessly calm are not chasing perfection. They are choosing intention. They take one item with them when they leave a room. They act on tasks that take less than 2 minutes. And they gently reset their home each night, not out of duty, but out of care. They understand that peace lives in the spaces we use most, not in every hidden corner. They know that daily maintenance is lighter than heavy cleaning, that sharing responsibility builds connection, and that a home is not just walls, it is a living companion. And when you treat your home with respect, it gives peace back to you in return. The lesson is simple. A clean home is not about effort, it's about rhythm. It's not about doing more, but about doing less with more love. When you move through your space with presence, when you see care as a gift instead of a chore, you don't just tidy your house, you nurture your heart. So ask yourself today, what is one small habit you can begin right now, not tomorrow? One item, one corner, one thoughtful act of care. That's how peace begins. Not in grand gestures, but in the smallest choices that whisper, "I'm here. I care." And now, I'd love to hear from you. Which habit will you try today? Share your thoughts in the comments, because your experience could inspire someone else's peace. And if this is your first time here, or if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe now to stay connected with this growing circle of wisdom and care. Thank you for watching, and may your days ahead be filled with health, joy, and the quiet strength of knowing you are home, you are safe and happy,